The Cincinnati Bengals are off to San Francisco after a week off. They get a 49ers squad on a 2-game losing streak. Didn't we crown them champs a couple weeks ago?
Purdy steps through, floats in, he's picked, and that's it.
The 49ers come back home with a very bad impression of the Midwest. A 3-game losing streak is very much a possibility, too. Not only do they face another Midwest team, and maybe that's their kryptonite or something, but it's a rested Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase Bengals squad that had the luxury of sitting and watching San Francisco struggle versus the Vikings.
Able to weave through traffic, ball comes out, Vikings have it, and right now they're calling it Vikings ball.
One thing the Bengals likely picked up on, something is off with San Francisco's rush attack, and that's their engine.
And Mitchell gets it, runs right into the arms of Jonathan Bullard.
CMC lost another fumble, that's 2 in his last 3 games, a 3-game stretch that's seen him fail to crack 4 yards per carry. Last week, 45 yards, 3 per run. That mean kid in the commercials probably giving that CMC fan the biz right now.
Toss to McCaffrey. Jennings missed a block, and McCaffrey goes down.
The 49ers were in a tight game with Minnesota. Their rush attack only mustered 3 yards per carry, 65 yards.
Hand off to McCaffrey. Not a lot of room to run so far for Christian.
Yes, McCaffrey kept his streak of trips to Bob Ross country alive, but he was slicing through defenses at a 5+ yard per run clip his first 4 games when San Francisco was rolling. They need that kind of effectiveness again to set things right.
McCaffrey a cutback inside the 5, breaks a tackle all the way to the goal line. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown! San Francisco!
Bengals defense, 4.7 yards per carry allowed to running backs, so if not them, CMC, who?
To the 10, to the 5. Ladies and gentlemen, the king and the offense is back in town.
If the Bengals shore things up, though, and limit McCaffrey, it goes a long way in limiting San Francisco's passing attack. Brock Purdy faces a secondary that's held quarterbacks to a sub-80 rate for the year, too. They have 8 INTs. That was tied for second most when they hit their break.
And the bucket hangs in there, throws it, picked off. Lunging interception, Taylor Britt.
Brandon Ayuk won't have an easy time versus cornerback Cam Taylor-Britt. 6 passes defense, 2 picks, and a rating of 80.6.
Smith, deep shot, knocked away at the last moment with Taylor Britt there defensively.
Or Mike Hilton. He's holding his targets to a sub-50 rate. No shock, Cincinnati has held wide receivers to a 69 rating. Gronk would approve, 3rd best.
Smith floats it up. Intercepted by Mike Hilton.
When it comes to McCaffrey, the pass catcher, Bengals have held running backs to a low 80s rating, top 10 there. McCaffrey did score on a reception last week, 51 yards.
Here's McCaffrey. He's gone. Touchdown 49ers.
Bengals blind spot when it comes to pass defense, tight end. Rating allowed to that position, almost 120, only 2 teams worse.
Mark Andrews.
Jackson to Andrews. Does he get in? Yes, touchdown!
Cue George Kittle then, leave Greg out of it. George reappeared week 7, pulled in 78 yards.
And Kittle, he's able to beat him on the route. A good throw by Purdy.
Ayuk chipped in 57 yards versus Minnesota. Jawan Jennings, 54. Purdy through the air, 272 yards, over 9 yards per attempt. It wasn't that he was terrible.
Ayuk. Perfect throw as Ayuk and Purdy connect for 25.
Still, Brock needs a little something to get things going again. Check with that Hims website, maybe. Have anything that will help get the C in his nickname back up? His confidence is a little down after losing 2 in a row for the first time ever.
Purdy slings it, intercepted! Martin Emerson has it.
Hey man, can happen to anyone. That's what they say, right? And he needs something for that rating, too. Don't know if they have anything for that. Hasn't cracked 90 in their 2-game losing streak. 2 INTs last week.
Purdy down the middle and intercepted by Bynum.
49ers defense, though, also has to shoulder blame in the loss to Minnesota. They have stellar season numbers, but 378 yards to Kirk Cousins, over 8 yards per attempt, 2 TDs, a rating near 110.
Cousins throws, and it's taken away by Adam Addison for the touchdown.
I get 49ers players probably care about the environment, but how about use some bags this week? Didn't sack Cousins once, part of why San Francisco let Minnesota go 8 for 13 on third down.
Cousins backpedaling. There's Addison again. What a night. First down to the 45.
So here comes Burrow and his boys. Bengals offense, Houday fans hoping, stunted so far as a result of Joe Burrow's bum calf. Hit their bye averaging just 16.7 points per game, one of the worst teams on third down.
Buying more time. Joe Burrow, sideline toss is complete, short of the first down.
Burrow's 2023 at the break, kind of like a Taco Bell. I mean, it works in the right scenario, know what I mean? But Cincinnati is looking for Fat Burger at the very least. Joe Cool, plenty capable.
He's going to fling it deep downfield for Jamar Chase. He catches it. Touchdown! And a franchise record 15 receptions for Jamar.
Nothing unusual about the three players San Francisco's secondary will be focused on this week. Numero uno. Jamar Chase, 70-plus yards in 4 straight games, over 8 catches per game in 2023, over 90 yards per game.
Burrow airs it out. Coming back for it, Jamar Chase.
Oh my God! Let's go! Oh my God!
Tyler Boyd usually works the slot for them, 5 catches a game so far, 34 yards per. T. Higgins, the dude who may not even be at a Taco Bell level, been more at a 7-Eleven 2 a.m. hot dog level.
2nd and 10. Burrow. Ball gets jarred loose. T. Higgins couldn't secure it.
He's had a bad rib though, so maybe the time off sets him up for a reset. Cincinnati's run game, Joe Mixon, under 4 yards per carry, hasn't ever really starred for the offense yet, but 60 yards per game keeps defenses just honest enough.
Gives to Mixon. Joe finds room up the middle. He runs into the end zone. Touchdown! Bengals!
49ers Bengals always brings to mind the 80s Super Bowls. These two teams both have aspirations to make it all the way to this year's. Who takes it? You know the comments drill, and we know the picks drill.